Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not science specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. What's today? Today's Tuesday. My days are all kind of jumbled. School starts next week, so I've been scrambling for the last several days trying to get my daughter straight and get her registered in school and got all her books and lock her assignments and school clothes and shoes. All of the things. So I took a little break from my office. I haven't been in my office since Friday of last week, so I needed to give it a break. I need to give the cards a break just for a little bit so I can focus on my life. Alright, so let's jump in. I already have our initial cards laid out. These are my clarifying cards. I'm just going to keep my hands busy for the time being. Interesting energy. So, and it's funny because even when I continued to go down from the bottom of the deck that I'm using, literally the very first card from the bottom was the Judgment in reverse. And I'm kind of like, as I was going down, drilling down on the cards, I was like, okay, where are we going with this? And really, the main reason, because I see right here where you're choosing to move away from something, or you've chosen to move away from something. I think you have someone who I feel, because right over here it kind of looks to me like an offer that you end up rejecting. I don't think that this person has any expectation that you would reject it. But when I laid the cards, my initial reaction was, nah, I'm good. Like, nah, that's cool, I'm good. And they don't actually anticipate whoever this is. This has something to do with an environment that doesn't foster honesty and transparency, doesn't respect boundaries, and you don't want any parts of that. You don't want to be involved in a space that's like that. So if somebody's offering you, presenting you with something with an expectation, because when they're in the reverse, I like to know what would happen in order to flip it. But if these were in the upright, it's almost like there's somebody having an expectation that could be somebody that you're at a distance from. This is not giving me romantic energy. Could be, but I don't necessarily, it's not really giving me a romantic vibe. So I don't know what the nature of this relationship is. It even could be like a job or something like that. It's like, like an old job calling you back and asking. I just saw 333 on the clock. It's like an old job calling you back, and whatever you're doing now, you're much better doing whatever it is you're doing, and you're good. So you're like, yeah, no, I don't think so. And they're gonna be a little dumbfounded at the fact that you're good on your own. You're happy doing whatever it is that you're doing already. I definitely see boundaries up. And this person, whoever this is that may want to approach you, they are definitely worried. Because I get the impression that you have somebody here who may be like, they're watching you. I don't know how they have the ability to watch you. You could be on social media, not necessarily. You could be in the public eye in some kind of way. So there's a way that whoever this is, there's a way that they can actually like see you or watch you in some way. But what they're seeing is that you got, you may have a lot of irons in the fire. You may be juggling a bunch of different things. You may wear a bunch of different hats. But you appear to be doing very well in terms of the momentum. Like, even with all the stuff that you have on your plate, you're still going, your boundaries are, straight. You're good. Okay. Now, I think the reason why whoever this is that wants to come towards you, it's kind of funny because it's almost like somebody having an expectation of some sense of loyalty from you when they were never really loyal, when they were never loyal to you. They expect a level of loyalty from you, but they were never loyal to you, right? Whatever this is, there has been some type of foundational relationship in the past. Like this is somebody okay, so it could be family, somebody that you've known, that you've worked with in order to build a foundation. I definitely see you don't want to work with them. You have no sense of loyalties. You don't want to work with them. And you don't, okay, because there's something centered around your departure or your absence. There's something centered around that, because what I'm seeing is, because I get this is from the collective's perspective, I don't see that you don't feel any kind of way about the distance between you and this situation or person, people, whatever. You don't have a sense of regret for making the decisions that you've made. Collective, you're good. Whoever this is, they feel like, and here they're lying about it. So if they feel some kind of way about the fact that you've moved on, and things may have positively changed for you in some kind of way since you've moved on. Like I said, I don't know what this is. It could be work. It does kind of give me like a workplace environment, but it doesn't have to be. But what they're maybe hiding is the fact that they don't like whoever this is that's like watching you or having the ability to see you. They may be lying to themselves, could be lying to other people, that they don't feel the brunt of your absence. And we'll say, because I do see like dishonesty and I do see a sense of disloyalty, if these people, persons, whoever, had chosen to, deal with other people, and third parties don't always have to be romantic, but if they made other choices that did not include the collective, they could potentially be lying about just how bad they feel with your absence. Like, I feel like you've definitely evolved some. I am getting like, I don't know. I just heard public stage. I don't know what that means for you. They have the ability to watch you, see you, something. Now, part of the lesson here, and that's why I'm like looking at this judgment card down here at the bottom, is because I do believe that whoever this is, they may have been doing something behind the scenes in order to affect your earning potential, your stability. They've been trying to affect your stability. So, and that can be played out in a number of different ways. So, if you're partnered, it's a weird energy. I wish I could explain it better, but I'll see what we can pull up in the clarifying cards. It feels very, very weird. Because they wanted to affect your stability. So what that looks like is, if they have the ability to change the perception of other people, as it relates to you, like say, okay, hypothetically, if you're a business owner and you provide, a valuable service to the community, whatever you do, it's almost as if somebody comes in and they say to other people that you would be working with, or they have the potential of like talking to potential clients, or just whoever that may, have their eye on you, that may consider working with you. It's almost as if they're going to these people like some type of authority figure, like they know you best, like they've known you for a while, or they've, interacted with you, or they've worked with you before, But because they're salty about the fact that you don't want to deal with them and you have no intention of going back to them, then it's one of those, like, if I can't have you, nobody else can kind of situation. Read between the lines, because I see it. I'm just not Mercury retrograde. I'm just not able to communicate it the way that I want to, because I feel like I'm struggling. Because I feel like this person really was trying to win at all costs, but the thing that they were trying to do is that it almost feels as though they were trying to prevent you from really, like, blossoming financially. This has something to do with your resources. That's why I'm thinking it's like work related, but I don't know who this is. So again, it could be work related. So if you work in a specific industry, it's almost as though somebody, like, trying to blackball you, or, you know, it's like shadow banning kind of energy. It's a weird energy. It's not even so much in the card, like, I can see the cards, but I'm like, I can feel the energy. It's very weird, because the whole purpose, I feel like it was, they were trying to hold on to you or create a dynamic where you would need them. So if you can't succeed, okay, thank you, Spirit. So say if you're an entrepreneur, and you don't have to be, but this is the example I'm using. Say you're an entrepreneur, and, you know, at one point you worked with this group of people, or you worked in an environment, you had a job, you worked in this environment or whatever. But you decide, you know what, there's something here that doesn't allow me to thrive the way that I want to. So I'm going to take my knowledge and I'm going to go do some shit for myself, right? So then you walk away from this thing. You make a choice, say, you know what, I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore. Well, this person on the back end, it's almost like trying to squeeze the other opportunities that you may go to. So say, like, again, you're in a very specific industry, or you work something very niche. I don't know what that is, but it's like trying to blackball you so that you're made to feel so uncomfortable that you can't, like, say you can't get clients, or you can't book gigs or whatever. It's almost like they want to control the dynamic so that it would almost force your hand to go back to them, go back to an environment that you are good off of, like you don't want to be here. It almost feels like somebody trying to create a dynamic squeeze. I feel it's like a squeeze, and I don't know how they're doing this, but I can definitely feel it. It's so that it minimizes your growth potential. It minimizes your earning capacity. Because I'm going to tell these people that you ain't really that good, that you're not really that great, that you're not really about your business. And that's not really the case, because I see it. You're showing up as the king of Pentacles. So whatever they're trying to imply, like if they're trying to imply that you ain't about your business and that you're lazy and you don't do this, you don't do that, that's not really the truth, because they're seeing it down here. And that's part of the lesson, is like they may have been spreading some shit about you, like, you know, oh, the collective ain't shit, the collective don't know this, the collective is lazy, the collective doesn't do this, their work is shitty, and blah, 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 right? I just heard Prince, baby, I'm a star. Like you're in this star energy. So what people are actually seeing, whoever is watching you or looking, what they're actually seeing, it even could be whoever, it's a lot of people. So whoever has been going around telling folks that you ain't shit, the folks that they told that you ain't shit are actually seeing that, you know, the collective is doing damn good. The collective is very solid. The collective is grounded, very healed, you know, has healed, perseveres through all kinds of shit, whatever they've been going through or whatever they've had to experience, especially if up here, you know that their income has been impacted. She's still out here doing her thing. You know what I mean? Still out here doing her thing. I just heard tough times are almost over. We're here for it. Whoever this is, they need your help. That's why they're coming here to make this offer to you. They need your help. Oh, yeah. They need your help. This what it feels like. It feels like somebody's stepped their foot straight into a pile of shit, and they want the collective to come in here and clean it up, and you're not going to. So they're not. What's going to happen is that they're not going to be happy because you're going to reject it. It's up here. You're going to reject it. They don't anticipate that, but that's what's going to happen. It's funny. There was a astrology thread that I saw yesterday, and it was talking about Saturn in the 4th house. People with Saturn in the 4th house, and learning how to decenter one's family, or specifically like their mother, the mothering energy. And I thought it was kind of funny because we were talking about Saturn returns or whatever, and I'm like, I'm kind of inching up on my second Saturn return. And the first one, I was like, I eventually became estranged from my family. And I was like, this time I'm estranged from my family, but the dynamics are a little bit different. And before, where I felt ostracized and pushed out, this time I don't feel that. I feel liberated and free. And I don't miss that dynamic. Not at all. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's kind of like the moment you decided to move away, when you made the choice, like, it's just giving me work. It's like the moment you decided, I don't want to work with these people, I don't want to deal with this, I'm going to move on. That's immediately when the blessing started to pour in. And I do feel like you've got these people. It is a group of people because the community's out here. So it could be family, it could be people that you've worked with in the past. But I feel like these people are very perplexed now because they can't figure out how you're being blessed. What is it that the collective is doing that has shifted or changed their whole dynamic? Because now the collective is very stable. It maybe at one point, things weren't so stable. I think things weren't so stable when you were connected to whatever this is. Now that you've moved away from it, things are starting to feel a little bit more balanced. But this group of people, oh, they're dumbfounded right now. They're trying to figure out what have you done that's different. What is it that you're doing? What have you done that's different? And they also kind of mad that they're not a part of it. Womp womp. They're mad that they're not a part of it. Oh, look at that. And also, whatever it is that they've been trying to do against you, it looks like it's not working. Because the whole goal was to win at all costs, right? It was to win at all costs. Okay, so not only did they want to win at all costs by like minimizing your earning capacity or the earning potential or the opportunities, it looks like whatever they did, it didn't work. Because there's something here that there's also another component, that there's a financial component here. Because I feel like it was meant to, like, whatever this is, whatever this plot or plan was, there were a couple of things that were in play. One of them was to hit your pockets, but the money also may have had something to do with your state of mind. And I mean, I think that's for most people. Like, if your money is funny, then you may, kind of drive yourself into a panic. But you're not. You have not been. Like I said, you've been over here persevering. Like, they don't know how you... I don't know how they... Whatever this is that they did, they tried to, like, block your opportunities, minimize the potential here. They're trying to figure out what has the collective been doing in order to stay afloat. They haven't been able to affect your resources. They haven't been able to stop you from doing whatever it is that you do. Slow down, maybe, but stop you completely? No, they haven't been able to do that. Because you're still going. They did not want you to do it, and you're still doing it. Not only are you still doing it, you're very grounded. And you're not thinking about any kind of reconciliation or going back to these people or to the situation, whatever this is. Oh yeah, no. Especially if it's your family. Now, the other thing that I see here too is, I think the thing that's been beneficial for you, collective, is that they've been trying, because up here it feels like somebody trying to stop you. Okay, so we have the element, because down here you're the Queen of Swords. So the element of trying to win at all costs is here, okay? But the thing about this is, what they did not recognize is, even if they slowed you down in some aspects, they didn't realize that you have the ability to pivot. You had the ability to pivot because you decided to go in a different direction. So, okay, because in my mind's eye, I'm seeing, I think I've talked about this before in other readings. It's kind of like I'm seeing a hallway, and it's got, at the end of the hallway, there's like 4 other hallways that go in these other various directions, right? And it feels like when you were going down the hallway and they decided to throw something in front of you to like kind of block it off, instead of you standing at that blocked doorway and going, well, why me? Instead of doing that, you're like, all right, okay, how do I move around this? And then you pivot and you went in a different direction. And when they were like, oh shit, we gotta block that too, and they blocked that, and you're like, okay, well, let me go this other way. These people do not have that kind of adaptability. Not everybody can do that. You've been able to pivot, not only pivot, but pivot successfully. And it kind of feels like whoever this person is, I do have a distorted feminine energy out here. I mean, I have a distorted masculine and a distorted feminine, so it could be either or. It could be a man in, feminine energy, or it could be a woman in some, distorted masculine energy. Take it how you receive it. But whoever this person is, they've been trying to like block all these avenues, right? And all you do is pivot and keep going. And these people are sitting there like, well, what the hell? I've been trying to slow the collective down, and they keep going. They keep going. And not only that, it's not affecting your mental space. This is somebody who may know you very, very well. Could also be somebody, okay, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be family, because this could literally symbolize the family home. And the person, it's kind of funny because I think overall the greatest lesson here was for this person. Now let me tell you what they're learning, because this right here, this whole row over here tells me you're a child of the divine. You operate in Christ consciousness. You know way more than folks think you do. Aside from that, you don't look like what you've been through, right? They came against you trying to hold you back or keep you stifled, to keep you from like finally blossoming the way that you were meant to. But it doesn't matter. You've been like the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going. And not only do you do that, not only do you keep going, I also kind of get the impression too that people, like I said, other people can see it. I think that this person is finally seeing that there's nothing that they can do that's going to tarnish or diminish who you are or who you've become, no matter how much work they do against you. You're very balanced, you're grounded, you're emotionally you got emotional intelligence. You're not all over the place. You have a very healing and calm energy about you. You think outside of the box. You are unlike anybody else. And the thing about it is, here I remember I was talking about this in another reading, and I realized that my train of thought went off, so I didn't actually get to finish the statement. But what this looks like, and I've seen it a lot in the cards, it looks like somebody attacking the points that would send them in a tizzy. The reason why it doesn't work on you is because you don't operate in, it's like you don't operate in that 3D, like, yeah, we're living a human experience or whatever, but your vibe is like much higher than 3D. You know what I mean? I saw something yesterday that talked about, like, in order to, and there's a real fine line, but in order to like manifest abundance and be, like living on your most abundant timeline, it requires rest. And why does it require rest? It's because when you're in a rested state and you have given up the control to the divine, you've given up the control to God, you are in a flow state. You are not worried about resources. You are not worried about finances. You're not worried about food on the table or bills getting paid. You know that God will provide. You know that your needs will be met. When you are in that space, it does just flow in. It does. But when you're in poverty consciousness and you are constantly on that hamster wheel of being worried about when that next buck is going to come, and how am I going to pay my bills, and how am I going to feed my kids, and how, let me tell you, when I was in that space, it's similar to like the word, it's like the things that you say to yourself, like you create your external experience, that your external experience is a mirror of what's going on inside of you. So if your day-to-day is like really, really calm and everything is just flowing, that means internally you're grounded and you're in flow state, right? But when your external world, I just saw 29 o'clock, when your external world is like hella chaotic, on the inside you're likely not grounded, you're having anxieties, you're going through all this like weird shit, it manifests in your outside world. So that's why it's really important to stay grounded, stay in the flow state. I used to beat myself up when I had to, like, when I knew that I needed to rest, if I was doing too much, if I was doing too much work, taking on too many clients at one time, or just ripping and running and not giving myself enough time to rest. When I do rest, sometimes I feel guilty because I'm like, I feel like I need to be doing something, but I know that My world is taken care of. My bills are paid. Like, I don't have to worry about that stuff. So I don't. And when I don't, more opportunities come to me. When I just give it to God. Literally, I give it to God. I'm not even worried about it. I don't worry about the bills. I don't worry about what I don't have, because I have what I need. Would I like more? Sure, more is great, but I don't need more. I have what I need. I have everything that I need, right? And I think that this person, what they've been doing is they're like looking, it's like somebody looking at their own shadow. Like, everybody has an awareness of their shadow, but this person operates from their shadow. So because they operate from their shadow, they know all the things that would absolutely drive them batshit crazy if they had to experience it. Oh my God, I would be beside myself if I lost my job and I had no income coming in and I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that and I didn't have this and I didn't have that. I don't think that way. So I don't live on that plane. I don't think that way, right? So whoever this person is, while they may have been attacking certain areas of your life, it didn't actually affect you because you don't look at life the way that this person does. I hope that makes sense. I just saw 31:31 on the clock. Yeah, whoever this is, okay, so whoever this person is, I do feel that they feel like there's a sense of things being unfair, especially if it's kind of like, why do you have the ability to just keep going and be so calm, cool, and collected, even with all the things that you have on your shoulders? They also don't think, especially if you reject this offer, whatever this is, they don't think that that's going to be fair either. I don't have timing on this. I wish I did. And the thing is that part of the overall bigger lesson here for this person is that they won't have an opportunity to reconcile with you. And the reason being is because, one, I got it in two different places. They were not loyal to you. They've never been loyal to you. So because they weren't loyal to you, there is no energy that supports a reconciliation at all. I'm not going to come back just so that you could do me the same way you did me the last time. Excuse me? What? I don't think so. They thought that they could just come back in. It's funny because it almost feels like they did all this shit back here in the background, trying to limit your opportunities and your potential, all because they wanted to make things so uncomfortable for you that you would go back to them seeking some kind of help or assistance from them. And what they're realizing is you never actually needed them in the first place. You never actually needed them in the first place. They needed you more than you needed them. Damn. Like I said, I don't know what this is, but damn. You know what's crazy here? They thought, it's kind of like they thought if they minimized or affected your resources or something with great fortune in the reverse, that you would be like in despair, right? But you're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid of hard work. They wanted to keep you anchored to them permanently. They wanted to keep, like I said down here, they need you more than you need them. So this person here was trying to keep you anchored to them. Yeah, in this environment. So it could be, this could have something to do with like this could be the family. This could be a family situation. But I'm telling you, they've been your ops the whole time. With sharks and anchor here, they've been the ops the whole time. They just wanted to keep you. It's like they just wanted to keep you. Ooh. Oh wow. It's almost like they never thought it's like they never thought that you would. That's why it's giving me family. It's almost like they never thought you would mature to a particular point. So this is a loss of abundance. A loss of abundance. Loss of business. Business failure. That's what I'm saying. If you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, it's almost like they were trying to do something. Because even the mice, when I'm looking at mice, and mice talks about, incremental loss over long periods of time. Like it's still giving me the same energy. It's like somebody trying to block opportunities so that you would eventually like have business failure, and that it would send you into some kind of like depression where you would be unhappy. It's weird because I also get the impression too that this is really weird. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting off of this, it feels like if your business failed, because now we're going into the relationship realm, it almost feels as though they wanted your business to fail. And then if your business failed, then it would also, if you're in a relationship, it would also do something to your relationship. Like it would cause like a breakdown of the relationship or something like that. Because Venus rules love and money, and so when your money is funny, usually the love, and because both of these cards are side by side, we got love in one card and money in the other. When one is good, the other is good, and when the other one is bad, then the other is usually bad too at the same time. So it almost feels like they never thought that you would kind of mature and like you're grounded, you're mature, you're way smarter than they are. Let's just say that. They thought they could block your opportunities. They thought that they could block your opportunities, but they're still here. And there's still some opportunities I want to say that they're here that they don't know about. You may not know about them yet either, but they certainly don't know about them, only because they don't really, I don't think that this person, whoever these people are, I don't think they have a very clear idea of your overall skill sets. They don't, so they're only like targeting, I feel like they targeted one area, not realizing that you have like a whole treasure trunk of ideas and stuff that you do. So it's not like you just are an expert at like one thing. You know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. You know a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. This person, not so much. Yep, and it didn't take it. I feel like they didn't ever. That's why this house is out here a couple of times. That's why I keep feeling like it has something to do with your family. Because this is my mixed deck of Lenormand and Kipper, and this particular card has more to do with like the family home, family environment, and not being torn about. I don't feel like this person ever expected you. whoever this person is, I don't think they ever expected you to just be like, nah, I don't want anything to do with this. Are you communicating something about your family dynamic? So this could be like hidden information coming to light about something having to do with a home environment, a lack of structure, or maybe this person realizing that they no longer have authority over you. That could very well be it. Yeah, because you've matured. You don't need them. See, this energy gives me the same energy that's on this side. So it's like they wanted to create a dynamic for you that would, because I have it in both sections. It's like this is maturity, but this is also maturity, but this is in the reverse. So it's like, it's almost like somebody trying to imply that you're unstructured, that you know, that you don't have discipline, that you're unstructured, that you don't, you know, you don't respect authority. You know, there's a weird dynamic here, but it's meant in both sectors. It was meant to also affect your romantic relationship. If you are in a partnership, and I realize not everybody's in one, but if you're in a partnership, it feels like they wanted to create a dynamic of like misfortune with your finances so that it would trickle down and affect your relationship. Because one of the biggest reasons folks get divorced is because of money, right? Oh, this just got a little deeper here. I just kept drawing cards, and I'm like, oh, okay. So let me go back up here. So we know that somebody here wanted to keep you anchored to a situation. Again, this could have something to do with your family. They wanted to keep you anchored to the family, or keep you anchored to, they wanted to keep you anchored to something, the relationship dynamic, right? But what is interesting, now that I have more cards out here, there is something. Now I don't have the inheritance card out here specifically, but I have great fortune in the reverse with the bouquet out here, and the bouquet in this deck talks about a gift. Okay, now great fortune in the reverse with sharks tells me that somebody, like the sharks are the ops, right? There have been ops here circling around a masculine. I want to say this is divine masculine, because he's in the upright, trying to prevent or to affect a relationship dynamic. Because even this, it has something to do with a relationship and money, because now I got it in all three sections. This is meant to affect a relationship and somebody's earning potential. But here's the thing. Yeah, they've been trying to break up a relationship. Now this part, if you're not in a relationship, it could literally be just somebody trying to break up, like Because, you know, they normally say, like, in order to come into union, you know, in order for divine masculine and divine feminine to come into union, one must be in union with themselves first, in full command of your own, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. So even if it has, like, even if you're not in a relationship, I really feel like all of this, whatever was being orchestrated, was meant to, like, crack you emotionally, to, like, break you down to where you were in such an unstable state, like nobody would deal with you. Oh, this is destined. You're destined to come into some type of abundance with sudden wealth out here and cross. This is fate, and it's clear. They wanted somebody to be very confused over you, but there's no confusion here. Somebody's also been trying to hide this. And there's a message of concern. Somebody may have to move. Somebody may have to move from this family home soon. Somebody who has had authority over a piece of property may have to release it. They're holding on to it. Okay. So we have a false person here. Because I feel like it's coming into some kind of awareness. People have been loyal to somebody who has been a false person. They may have to release or move from a home. They may not have transportation, so maybe this person may not have a car, or they don't have means for transportation or something like that. They don't have transportation. Somebody's been playing games with you, mind games, lies, attempts to disempower, manipulate, intimidate, trying to influence and control. Could be dealing with somebody with a narcissistic personality. You may be on a new journey, finding your true self. Travel may be coming for you in the near future. Elimination of evil. Yeah, whoever this person is, they lack empathy. They don't care about the boundaries that you've erected for yourself. You may be receiving a gift. It's literally this bouquet card. It's a gift. You may be receiving a gift. Womp womp. Game over. Take flight. Burning bridges. God help anyone who disrespects the queen. Somebody here could be 55. 1971, 1975 could be significant. Could be 47, 42. Somebody here could be 68. 1994 may be significant. Keep the vision, continue the dream. Your third eye is open. Achieve your goals, trust the process. See into the future. You may have prophetic dreams. You have clarity. Woo! Alright. Tea time, mindfulness, calm mind and body in harmony, focused meditation. Something's coming in hot. Soul activation. Soul activation may be coming in hot. Okay. Hold on. What time is it? Oh. Hold on. Let me answer this. Okay. Because it's Tuesday, we had to have tacos for dinner. Collective, you may be very grounded right now. Yes. You appear to be grounded and wise. Your life you could live a life of simplicity. I love it. Very balanced. Look, everything that they've been trying to do against you, it doesn't work because you're protected. You are protected. If you're in a relationship, your relationship is protected. If they've been trying to come for your like crown chakra or whatever, maybe you're balanced, you're calm. Nothing that they're throwing at you is actually working right now. Oh, well, 3 jumped right out. They can't change the luck and the wealth that is due to you. Even if they try to come in between you and this wealth and the luck, it's not working. Nothing that they're doing is working. Again, I don't have timing on any of this. It's funny, I had a revelation last night, and I've actually seen this posted a couple of times. Like, I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. I'm early. I know things well in advance, and I say that just because when I watch back some of the archive videos, I haven't had time to post either. I've been so busy. But when I'm watching some of the archive videos from like 3 years ago, I'm telling the exact same story, like the exact same story, same context. I may be pulling up a little bit more information now, but same stories, right? And as I was thinking about that last night, I was thinking about how my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, she was schizophrenic. Now, I got whole concepts and theories about schizophrenia. Not saying that it's not an actual mental, there's a mental illness. There is. I understand that. But I also realized, too, that my grandmother knew things. And most people looked at her like she was crazy. They treated her like she was crazy. But last night when I was thinking about that concept of not crazy, early. Okay, I just saw 53 on the clock. Early. When I was in college, my grandmother said some things to me. And at the time, I indeed thought she was crazy for what she was saying. But in hindsight, because we know hindsight is 20/20, I recognize she was not crazy. She was early. She was warning me about people, specific people. And I'm not going to get all into it because, I know the ops are watching. Hey, y'all. My grandmother said some things to me about very specific people that were in my life at the time. And while I dismissed it and was like, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, she was right. She was absolutely right. And so now I'm not necessarily kicking myself because evidently I needed to learn certain lessons in dealing with those people. I've learned them. But she was right. I'm not crazy. I'm a little early. So I know that what I'm talking about, these incidences, these stories, all of these things that I'm bringing up, I don't know when this stuff is happening, but I do believe that the when is soon. It's soon. And because we're all on different timelines, for some people, like when I listen back to the past readings, for some people, some of this stuff has already taken place. And I see you guys commenting it, in the comments, like, yeah, this happened to me a long time ago, blah, blah, blah. It don't make my stories any less valid. It happened. I just don't have timing on it, right? So just know, be patient, be patient, be patient. And also know that, yes, while sometimes I am talking about an inheritance and there is financial rewards, that the inheritance it's not always monetary. Sometimes they are spiritual gifts that you are meant to monetize and use for something else. Okay? So just be patient. Be patient. Don't focus on it. Focus on what's in your present right now. Don't focus on things that that you're not actually looking at. Don't focus on that. Focus on what's in front of you right now. Focus on the goal. Whatever your goals are, focus on the goals. Don't let this person or these people try to deter you from what you know is true and what you know is yours. Okay? Alright, let's grab some index cards. Let me pull these back. Let's grab some index cards. Bottom of the deck, cyber stalking. So, par for the course. I love it. Releasing mental burdens for good. Somebody here has been trying to affect your heart chakra, or affect somebody's heart chakra. Illness is part of their karma. Somebody doesn't know how to commit. Somebody's mask is falling off and they can no longer hide. You have proven them all wrong. They don't want you to prosper. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Someone's life is in turmoil. Truth is being exposed. We have third party situation. The month of December could be significant. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. Someone could be misogynistic. Someone also needs a lawyer. Someone's life is in turmoil, but also their home life is in turmoil. You're a wise and learned person. You're no longer bound to your past mistakes or worries. Somebody is afraid of getting caught. Somebody's confidence is soaring. You're no longer afraid. I love it. You're no longer afraid. Yeah. You've been gifted since birth. We have a con artist out here. Someone is trying to keep you distracted and you're unbothered. Several failed attempts to block you. Somebody uses sex to get their way or to cloud judgment. Someone is stuck in the past. Somebody is verbally, emotionally, mentally abusive and mentally abusive. Somebody says, I'd do it all over again. Somebody is an agent of chaos. Oh, someone is throwing rocks and hiding their hands. They're lost without you. Someone's trying to cover their tracks for financial gain. Somebody has abusive patterns, trying to ruin your reputation with slander. We have a jealous family member out here. Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, somebody out here, a jealous family member is out here spreading rumors and gossip and lies about you. But you're not even tripping off of it. You're like, whatever, right? Somebody doesn't know how you do it. Somebody's experiencing legal troubles. They refuse to take responsibility for their actions, their risky behavior. You're supported by your tribe while they're over there acting like a victim. All right. Somebody has a wandering eye. It's not over yet. Quit. Talk about it. Somebody regrets their choices. Winter may be significant. If you have a question, the answer is no. Social media. Somebody may be watching your social media. Long distance, at a distance. Truth teller. 1212 could be significant. The synchronicity of 312. 312 may be significant. Because I have it out here twice back to back. 1114. 111. Somebody's dealing with stress and anxiety. Someone's talking to others, seeking expert help. You may be in separation. 888 may be significant. Somebody has no other interests. Don't settle. We have legal or contract matters. 1313 may be significant. 515. Somebody's stuck on an X. You have accurate psychic ability. And somebody is inconsistent. Or you're a truth teller and have accurate psychic ability and somebody else is inconsistent, or they think that, or they claim that you're inconsistent. 1111. 1313. 1212. Misunderstanding. Relationship will go to the next level. Hostility. Texting. Don't take it personal. Someone's a liar. Stop reaching out. Someone's going to contact you. Overwhelmed. Alcohol or drugs are involved. Bottom of the deck, sexual desires. 1414 again. That number's been chasing us around a lot lately. 1515 are really big too. 515. 1515 must be a thing because I got a lot of 1515 out here. 115, 511, 311, 1211. Alright, let's look at the dates. Okay, so I have January the 1st, January the 3rd, January the 5th, January the 12th, January the 13th, and 14th. February the 4th, February the 6th, February the 8th may be very significant. I have that out here 3 times. Alright. February the 16th, February the 8th, February the 6th. March. March the 1st may be significant. March 12th may also be significant. Out here twice. March 1st is out here 3 times. March 12th is out here twice. March 12th, March 13th, March 5th. April the 2nd, April the 8th may be significant. I have that out here twice. April the 9th, April the 13th. May 1st, May 3rd, May 8th. May 8th out here 3 times. May 9th, May 11th, May 13th may also be significant. I have that out here twice. May 12th, June 2nd, and June 8th may be very significant. June the 16th, July the 8th, July 12th, July the 16th. I have I have a bunch of dates in August. I have August 5th. If today's your birthday, happy birthday. August the 5th. August the 2nd. Oh, August the 4th. Oh, damn. I have a lot of August dates. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to hit every angle. So I'm just going to start calling out the dates. Okay, so I have August the 2nd, August the 4th, August the 6th, August the 8th, August the 5th, August the 16th, August the 12th, August the 7th, August the 11th, August the 14th, August the 13th, August the 4th, August the 9th. I have no dates in September. October the 1st, October the 5th, October the 11th, 13th, and 15th. November 13th is significant. I have that out here twice. November the 5th, November the 9th, November the 10th, November the 14th, November the 8th may also be significant. Did I say that already? Oh my God. November the 13th, November the 5th, November the 8th, 14th. Okay. December, I'll start on this side. December the 1st, December the 3rd may be significant. Have that out here twice. December the 13th and the 15th. December the 5th, December the 8th may also be significant. I have that out here twice. December the 16th, December the 7th. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, give you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get this in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. Again, this definitely could be family. I mean, it started to feel, at first it felt like very much like a family, I mean not a family, like a work situation. But if it's your family like affecting your work or trying to affect your work so that you may need to go back to them, or you may need to rely on them or reach out to them for some kind of help because you can't seem to get your own thing going, child, do not go back. Because that was the thing when I was like looking at that thread about like Saturn in the 4th house and all that. The last time, yes, I was estranged from my family after my Saturn return, but that estrangement felt more like, you know, somebody was ostracizing me. They didn't want me to be a part of the family. My mom took all the family away. This time I made an executive decision and I removed myself. And I have no desire to go back. I have no desire to reconnect. I have no desire to see none of those people, talk to none of those people, be around none of those people. I don't give a damn. Hope you're well with your life, and if you're not, too bad. You know what I mean? I don't care. So anywho, I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, subscribes, the tips, donations, super thanks, new bookings, new clients. Love you, love you, love you. There was something else I wanted to announce. And just that fast, it just kind of flew right out of my head. So maybe it's not time to announce it. All right. Till next time, guys. I love you. See you next video. Bye.